to a splendid week. Welcome to my class. Teacher Teno here. Last week we learned how to make an object using different shapes. Am I correct? Okay, who is going to remind me? What object did we make last week? Good, a truck. And we remember the shapes we used to make our truck? Okay, so let's mention them. Yes, circle, rectangle, and a square. Good. Those are the shapes we used last week to create a truck. This week, we are also going to be working with shapes. And this week, we are going to be making a decorative paper ball. Yes, you heard me right. A paper ball that you can hang around the house to make it look beautiful. What materials are we going to use for our class today? We're going to need, as usual, a pencil, scissors for cutting, glue, yes, top bond, and of course, our embossed papers. This time we're going to be using different colors, okay? So try to get as many colors as you can. Remember I told you last week that we're going to need embossed papers after last week's class. Good. This is the reason why I told you that, because this week we are still going to be using embossed paper. Like I said before, we are going to be making a paper ball. So, are you ready? Good. If you're ready, join me as I show you how to create a paper ball. Come on, let's go. For the decorative paper ball, we are going to use a rectangle shape. So get your embossed papers of different colors. You can use 4 colors, you can use 5 colors or more, depending on the papers you have at hand. The first step is to measure out the rectangle shape on your paper. And for today's class, we are using 1 centimeter to measure out our rectangle shape. Like we did the other time, place the beginning part of your ruler, that's the first line. Make sure it aligns to the edge of your paper and mark out 1.5 centimeters. So here is the 1.5 centimeters all marked out. Go over to the middle of your paper. Do the same thing. And also move over to the bottom part and mark out the 1.5 centimeters. As usual, when you are done, join them together. So we are going to place our ruler on the first mark here and on the second mark. If your ruler can go the full length, make sure it touches the 3 marks that appears first. And rule a straight line. There you go. Move over to the second mark and do the same thing. Continue until you are through joining all the marks together in a straight line. So here we have our marks all joined together on a straight line. After this, cut out each of the rectangles on the line. Now here is one. But remember, we are using different colors, isn't it? So you can join 2 different colors of paper or 3 different colors of paper with the one you have marked out as a guide. I'm holding the 3 together and cutting it out. When you're through cutting them out, repeat the process on the other colored papers. So here we have our rectangle stripes all ready for use. Now it's time to create our decorative ball. We are going to need different colors of rectangle shapes. So here we have our 6 colors all ready for use. The next step is to arrange your ball in a circular pattern. How do you do that? Simply take 2 stripes and cross them at the middle here. After crossing, apply a little glue on the middle point of your paper. And here also, you can look for your middle point by doing this, folding it, and here is the middle point. So here it goes on top the glue. Good. Look for the middle point again. Here it goes, and apply a little glue on that spot. This time we are not going to cross it. We are going to place it as a diagonal line across at the center. The next one, remember, look for your middle point. Here it is, and apply glue. Place it at the center. So here we have 4 stripes. You can add more to these if you want. This way, so your middle point, and place it there. And the last one, glue on the middle point, place it there. So here we have a circle, but it is not round. How do we make it round? All you need to do is look for 2 edges that has the same colors and lift it. Apply glue to the edge of one part. Take the other colored edge and hold it down. Make sure it is very, very strong before you release it and go on to the next step. So I'm going to hold this for a while. Here it is. It can now hold up on its own without coming apart. So you go over on a straight line again, 2 same colors, and apply another bit of glue to that same spot and stick it down. Remember, always hold it until it is strong enough before you release it to add the other parts. Whichever one you add, hold it for some time. Make sure it is strong enough. If you remove your hand, it will go off. So hold it for some time before applying your next part. So here we go for the second one, all raised up. Leave this to dry again. Next, look for another similar color. Here I'm using green this time. Always on this middle, add your glue and place the edge of the green rectangle on it. Always remember to hold it for some time before adding the other one. Good. So here I have 3 of my colors all joined together. Hold it for some time. Yes, always remember to do that. So here I go again. I'm now going to add another color on top. And what do? Hold it for some time. Okay, so I have held it for some time. I'm going to add the other part that has the same color. And what do? Hold it for some time. Good. Now we have just two rectangles left, which is the orange rectangle and the red rectangle. Now we are going to add them up. This time, red rectangle. Okay. You turn over, and add the other part of your red rectangle. And what's the last one we are adding? The orange color. So here it goes. Always remember to poke your finger through. If you're finding it difficult, use your little finger and hold it down until it is dry before you add the last one. And here goes the last one. Good. So now hold until every part is strong enough before you release it. So here our ball is all set. You can make more of this and put a rope through it to decorate the home. I hope you had a good time learning how to create a paper ball. Good. For your paper ball, it can be small or it can be big, depending on the length of your rectangles. The rectangles can be the size of a ruler or it can be longer than the size of a ruler. Next week is another exciting time and I want you to keep a date with me